Well, I love being proved wrong some of the time. This is one of those times. Nintendo really surprised a lot of people this week by making two announcements. One's kind of a big deal. One's a major big deal. So the kind of big deal one first. Nintendo had previously announced that the SNES Classic was only going to ship through the end of 2017. And that kind of looked a lot like the NES Classic, how, it launched in November, and then we got very sparse shipments up through spring, I want to say. I think sometime in March or April is when they discontinued it officially. So it kind of looked like, oh my goodness, even though they are going to launch with a lot of units, it doesn't seem like we're going to get many afterwards. So if you don't get it on that launch day, scalper's paradise all over again. Well, Nintendo of Japan and Nintendo of Europe have both announced that no, they're going to release it on into 2018, which is great. It's like they're actually listening to us, that there's actual demand for this product, as overpriced as it is. So that's kind of the that's the first announcement. The big news that they also announced, and this was announced secondly, almost as like a footnote. Oh, also, next summer we're bringing back the NES Classic. What? I don't know that Nintendo has ever done this. If they discontinue something, they don't bring it back. They bring it back like, they'll re-release their games until the end of time. But, in different formats. But when they discontinue hardware, they normally don't go back to it. So it seems to me like, yes, they have definitely realized they're still leaving money on the table with the NES Classic. And with it coming back, and hopefully with enough units, I imagine, they'll really turn this around. Your thoughts? As you take a big...
I was going to say, as soon as I get a bunch of ice in my mouth...
It's not my fault you're an ice cruncher, ice climber. That's right, I called you a bad NES game.
But a really good Smash character.
Which is more important?
Smash. Absolutely Smash. I could care less about the NES. However...
Well, you're the knockoff game then that didn't make it into Smash Brothers, the Ice Cruncher.
Ice Cruncher. I'll take it. I think both of them are very good. Very good news. The fact that they're going to be continuing the sales for the SNES all throughout, this year and then next year, I may actually have a chance to get one. And
right.
So will other people who probably thought that, their only chance of getting it would probably be, either getting it off of a scalper or, if they were lucky enough to go to a store and figure out that they had one last copy left that they could pre-order. Just get that lucky, which hardly ever happens to you, but there's 7 billion to be specific people, so
right.
It could happen. The NES Classic being brought back, I too was not expecting it. And I think they really got people with that one, because like you said, they don't really do that. I don't think anyone ever really does that, other than I think Sega kind of did, but with their I think it was the Genesis is the type of plug and play you can find at like CVS's or Walgreens.
But they don't make it. They license
Yeah.
that out to someone else,
That's true.
and and never get one.
No.
They're bad.
I can imagine if you can.
They're
if you
always
can get
bad.
it at a
Walgreens.
yeah, maybe not the best game console you can ever get. But no, that's cool because although I'm not really big into the NES, there's not a lot of games on there that I would actually play or it would actually be worth buying other than having it as a collector's item. There's still a lot of people out there that I think would want it just because, nostalgic reasons. So, you people will have your chance next year.
Yes. Continue? You're going to get a continue.
Yeah, except this continue costs like $60.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and hopefully they don't jack up the price of the NES Classic. Hopefully they leave
If you people are willing to pay for $80 for the SNES, I think $80 for the other one is just fine.
The suggested retail price has officially doubled. We know how deep your wallets really are and how much you want this.